Welcome back into WTOL 11 News at 4. As more Ohioans reach retirement age, that also means more targets for financial scams. This afternoon, we have John Crist with us from the Ohio Division of Securities to go over some of the warning signs and what to watch out for. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
So are these new scams that we're talking about?
What we're seeing are new techniques. I mean, my parents, who are now in their 70s, grew up in a generation where the fax machine was 20 years in their future. And with the advancement of technology, of phones where anybody can reach you in a moment's notice, whether they're across the sea or whether they're here, with artificial intelligence, where somebody can clone somebody else's voice or have even an agent talking to them. These technologies are being used in ways that are new. But the underlying mechanism of trying to gain somebody's trust in order to steal their money is a tale as old as time.
How is this happening and who's doing it and where are they doing it from? Is this like a dark web thing?
Well, sometimes you'll hear people call them just fraudsters. I don't like to say fraudsters because the reality is that these are multinational, multi-million-dollar criminal organizations that are designed to separate you from your money. These are what we're talking about are really sophisticated organizations that are refining their processes, refining their methods every day to try and gain your trust in order to extract your wealth from you.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. And, you know, you and I are at the age where our parents maybe not be the most tech savvy.
Right.
And anytime that something new comes out, I want to share it so that they don't fall victim to some of this. So the grandparent scam, we've heard of that. Someone pretends like a voice cloning thing that they need money.
Yeah, and
help?
some reports say that these scams only need 3 seconds of your voice in order to clone it, which means that if I answer a wrong call, somebody on the other end of that could record my voice and then call my parents using my voice to ask for money.
Okay, financial services. So someone, they're basically claiming that one of your accounts has been compromised. And then what are they asking for your account information?
That's right. So, you know, when we think about robbery or a bank robbery or something like that, what we tend to think about is somebody with a ski mask going in, holding the clerk at gunpoint, and then getting access to this big vault.
So this is like a digital bank robbery.
The vault now is in your pocket. It's on my desk, on my laptop at home. And what they try and do now is not get the clerk to open the vault, but to get you to open the vault for them by giving them your password or by wiring the money to them directly. Okay,
so tech support scams. So these are fraudsters that are posing as tech experts to trick you into giving your personal information so they can get into your device. So is this something that you're calling for tech support, or they just reach out to you?
It's somebody reaching out to you, asking for your information. And one of the tips that we give is, if somebody reaches out to you proactively, do not give them your information. Do not give them your birth date, your social security number, your account number. Hang up and call the number that you know works in order to talk to your institution.
Yes, and don't even call that number back necessarily.
Don't call the number.
Because that can get you into trouble too, right?
That's exactly right. Do not take their word for it. Verify yourself and call back.
And we've had some of this on the local level, the government impersonation scam. So I know that some of our sheriff's offices have dealt with this, but it also can involve Social Security and Medicare, pretending to be Social Security and Medicare.
Yes. And the psychology of this is relatively straightforward. You know, if somebody came up to you on the street and asked for your wallet, you would say, no way. If a friend comes up to you and asks you for some money, you might be more willing to give it to them. If a loved one comes up to you and asks for money, you're way more likely to give it to them. So the trick is to instill a sense of trust in you in order to make you more likely to hand over your hard-earned money to them.
And this romance scam one, you know, sometimes it can be hard to believe that, you know, you would have this romance thing happening, these fake relationships, but you know, people are sometimes lonely and they just want someone to talk to, and these people are very, very good at forming these relationships.
That's 100% right. And what we have seen, actually, the data shows that from 2023 to 2024, the number of attempts didn't change, but the success rate did. So what that means is that these scammers are refining their processes and they're getting better at ripping us off. With these romance scams, what makes this particularly insidious is that you may respond one day to what seems like an innocent text message, and they won't ask for money or finances or for help for months, sometimes years. And the whole time that this is going on, you're building relationships with them. For some of our lonely citizens, this means that this may be the only meaningful conversation that they've had with that
So heartless.
in months. Yes.
And I am also thinking too, if people are watching right now, you may not be elderly. I mean, we are so fast with our phones answering this person needs this. You may inadvertently give out this information as well. Give us some quick tips. We have 30 seconds to avoid becoming a victim and really a way to communicate with people in your life so they don't either.
So we say act. A, ask. Which means not only are you asking for make sure that this person is licensed, but you're also asking the loved one in your family to make sure that they are not being reached out to in a way that's inappropriate. Call, see. So your Ohio Division of Securities, your Department of Commerce is working for you. If you have questions, give us a call. We are here to help. We're here as a resource. And T is think, which means take a moment, pause, call somebody, make sure that what you are investing in makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, it's a good reason to pause, take a step back, and understand what you're doing.
Yes, really think about it, because you can even see videos of this kind of stuff on TikTok. Some of these people become very threatening and very pushy,
Right.
even if it's like the Target gift card scam, go to Target and buy these gift cards. I know people who've done stuff like that, but it's because that person is coming at you almost in a very aggressive way.
Right. Those tactics are designed to overcome your inclination to pause and think. If they can get you to rush and to buy into something, then you are much more likely to be scammed. So take a moment and pause.
John, thanks so much. This is really helpful information, again, for everybody out there.
It's my
Appreciate
pleasure.
it.